doxing you, LaLa, and your husband.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay, all right, so wait, backstory. Because I held it in for an entire year, right? So when we first launched the reunion show, somebody that claims to be working in Swizz's camp reached out to me in what I now know is a DM via direct messenger, right? Saying, I work for Swizz and I need you to know that him and LaLa have been having an affair. They are madly in love with each other, but he has already told LaLa and continues to tell her, calm down, I'm not leaving my wife. If you don't believe me, go on his page on IG. He always starts leaving comments in the morning and she be the first one to respond. But she don't just leave one response. She keeps it going to the point where he says you gotta chill because it's starting to look obvious to my wife. So I said, who are you and why are you giving this information to me?
Stop scrolling. Because what you're about to hear is the kind of drama you never thought would come from Alicia Keys. Not the calm, peaceful, soulful woman we've all grown up admiring. But even the quietest voices have a breaking point. And this time, it looks like Alicia has finally had enough. Enough of the whispers. Enough of the betrayal. Enough of watching everything she built get twisted behind her back. Because the name that just got dragged into the fire? LaLa Anthony. And Alicia's message? Crystal clear. Stay away from my man. It all started with a strange shift. Something about Swizz Beatz had changed. His energy. His mood. The way he pulled away from Alicia during public events. The coldness that began to seep into their once fiery love. At first, Alicia thought it was just the usual ups and downs of marriage. But slowly, patterns started to appear. Missed calls. Late-night meetings, trips that didn't add up, and names popping up in conversations that had no business being there. Then came the Instagram clues. Fans started pointing it out first. LaLa posting cryptic quotes about being chosen, timing, and unspoken chemistry. Photos where Swizz Beatz was lurking in the likes, sometimes leaving fire emojis. At first, it was subtle. Nothing anyone could point fingers at. But it didn't take long before the internet connected the dots. Paparazzi shots began to surface. A blurry photo of Swizz and LaLa at a private dinner in New York. A clip from backstage at an awards show where LaLa playfully touched his arm. All these little moments that on their own seemed harmless. But when put together, a whole different picture. And Alicia? She was silent, publicly calm. But privately, her circle knew she was watching everything. Behind the scenes, Alicia's team started asking questions. Who invited LaLa to that dinner? Why was she at the studio that day? How did she end up sitting next to Swizz at that gala? It wasn't paranoia. It was real. And the deeper they dug, the more unsettling the answers became. Because people started talking. Not just fans, but insiders. One of Swizz's former collaborators allegedly reached out to Alicia with a quiet warning. That there had been late-night studio sessions where LaLa just happened to show up. That there was laughter behind closed doors. That something was brewing. And Alicia's reaction? She didn't yell. She didn't scream. She started collecting receipts, messages, voicemails, videos, and then the tape. A short clip allegedly leaked from someone inside the studio. A video showing LaLa sitting close to Swizz, laughing, whispering something in his ear. His hand resting just a little too long on her back. Nothing graphic, but enough to make the air freeze. And it was Alicia who decided the world needed to see it. Not through her official page, but through a close friend who posted it with a caption, "Let's stop pretending we don't see what's happening." Social media exploded. Fans were shocked. Some defended LaLa, claiming the tape was taken out of context. Others dragged her, calling it the ultimate betrayal, especially considering how close she and Alicia once were. Yes, they had history. They were part of the same tight celebrity circle. They supported each other. Or so Alicia thought. LaLa stayed quiet at first. No statement. No denial. Just silence. But silence speaks. And Alicia? She stepped out looking stronger than ever. No tears. No breakdowns. Just that signature grace with a razor edge. She posted a quote that read, "God don't play about me." And everyone knew exactly what she meant. Then came the turning point. A source close to Alicia revealed that she confronted Swizz directly, that there were tears, that she asked him, point blank, "Is there something going on?" And while he denied a full-blown affair, he admitted something that broke her heart. He said he had grown close to LaLa, that they talked often, that she understood him in ways he didn't expect. It was emotional cheating, and for Alicia, that was enough. She didn't pack up and leave. Not yet. But she drew a line. No more secret meetings. No more vague answers. And definitely no more LaLa. Friends say she gave Swizz an ultimatum. Choose your marriage or choose the fantasy. Because you can't have both. And LaLa? That silence didn't last. Eventually, she posted a cryptic story. Don't blame a woman for showing up where she was invited. Some saw it as shade. Others as a confession. But what no one expected was the second leak. Another clip surfaced. This one was longer, more telling, and far more intimate. It wasn't a red carpet moment or a staged PR stunt. It was raw, caught in the dim lights of a private party. No filters, no pretense. Swizz Beatz and LaLa Anthony. Slow dancing. Not wild, but definitely not platonic either. The way she melted into him. The way his hands lingered a little too low. The way she looked up at him like he was the only man in the room, and that slow, familiar smile he gave her back. It confirmed what fans had only whispered about until now. This wasn't just a one-off moment. This was chemistry. History. Maybe something that had been brewing far longer than anyone realized.
And Alicia?
She saw it too. And this time, she didn't play it cool. No cryptic quotes. No quiet grace. She moved fast. Unfollowed LaLa instantly. Deleted every photo they'd ever shared. Vacations, birthdays, brunch selfies, even that girl's trip throwback. It was a digital cleanse and fans caught it in real time. Within hours, Alicia unfollows LaLa was trending across platforms. Screenshots flew. TikToks analyzed body language. Twitter was a war zone. Team Alicia versus Team LaLa. Lines were drawn, and suddenly, the celebrity world had something real to talk about. Subtle jabs began to fly from all directions. Lenny Kravitz liked one of Alicia's more moody posts, black and white, her looking out a rainy window with a caption, "Energy doesn't lie." Gabrielle Union posted a story about protecting your peace at all costs. Even Beyoncé's mom, Tina Knowles, couldn't help herself, dropping a suspiciously timed comment under a post about sisterhood loyalty that had fans connecting dots faster than detectives. Meanwhile, Swizz tried damage control. A desperate move. He posted a throwback of him and Alicia from their early days, her in braids, him in baggy jeans, smiling like they hadn't a care in the world. The caption was long. Too long. A mix of apologies, vague confessions, and talk about love, growth, and remembering what really matters. But people weren't buying it. The comments were brutal. Should have remembered that before you danced your marriage into a mess. Growth doesn't happen on the dance floor, King. Because the truth was, the damage had already been done.
And Alicia? She didn't respond.
Not with words. But her actions spoke volumes. She started stepping out with a new circle, more women, fewer industry folks. No Swizz in sight. She was working on solo projects, rumored to be signing on for a massive international campaign. She traveled Paris, Tokyo, Morocco, all without him. No wedding ring. No joint appearances. Just her, living louder, brighter, freer. The Alicia Keys who once sang softly about karma? She was now living it, boldly, with fire in her eyes. Some fans say this is the beginning of the end for Alicia and Swizz. Others think it's a wake-up call, a last chance to rebuild what's been broken. But here's what everyone agrees on. Alicia isn't waiting around to be hurt twice. Not by a man, and definitely not by a woman who once called her sis. And LaLa? Well, the internet has a long memory. People are side-eyeing her harder than ever. That girl code violation? Unforgivable in the court of public opinion. She hasn't said much, just a few cryptic posts about truth always coming to light, but it's too late. That dance, that look, it was all the truth fans needed. So, if anyone thought Alicia was going to stay silent, play the good wife, and let the headlines define her, think again. This isn't a breakdown. It's a breakthrough. And if more clips leak, and they will, some people are going to wish they never underestimated a woman who's always known how to turn pain into power and betrayal into anthems. Because Alicia Keys, she's not just reclaiming her piece, she's rewriting the whole damn story.